Piers Morgan has revealed Boris Johnson's priority is not on Brexit, even though the deadline for securing a trade deal with the EU is less than 24 hours away. In an exclusive interview with Express.co.uk, Piers Morgan claimed Boris Johnson hasn't got a clue what is going on in the current post-Brexit trade talks with the EU. The GMB host was concerned with the lack of progress and was surprised a deal had not yet been reached, considering the Prime Minister previously boasted about having an oven-ready Brexit deal. When discussing the current state of negotiations, Mr. Morgan told this website, "I don't think Boris Johnson has a clue what he's going to do." The journalist also said, while he hopes the UK secures a deal with the EU, he doesn't think a no-deal outcome would make much of a difference for the UK. He said, "I don't think Brexit is that big of a deal now compared to where we were in January. I think the general scheme of economic mayhem that is going on with this pandemic, I don't think it particularly matters if we end up with a deal without a deal. There are going to be much bigger problems to concern us with." But Mr. Morgan was surprised a deal had not yet been reached with the EU, after the Prime Minister announced he had an oven-ready Brexit deal last year. Mr. Johnson first made the claim in October 2019, and then repeated the slogan throughout the election campaign. Commenting on this, the journalist said, "Boris Johnson told us there was an oven-ready deal. Well, the oven seems to have been turned off. So once again he has got to deliver on what he said he was going to do, and that was to deliver an oven-ready deal. Let's see it." Mr. Johnson's deadline for securing a post-Brexit trade deal with the EU is today, which could result in the UK walking away from negotiations. Despite the continued deadlock between the two sides, the Prime Minister has remained adamant a deal must be reached by the EU summit, which starts today, in order for both sides to implement the deal before the turn of the year. But David Frost, the UK's chief Brexit negotiator, has urged the Prime Minister not to walk away from trade talks because deals to cover security and fishing were possible over the next 2 weeks. The EU have also insisted talks should continue until the end of the month, as they have said a deal will not agreed at any price. Mr. Johnson is understood to make a final decision on whether to walk away from the talks on Friday. Wake Up, Why the World Has Gone Nuts by Piers Morgan, HarperCollins, £20, is out now.